Bud Harrelson at shortstop, with the arm of a rifleman.
A fight breaks out. Pete Rose and Buddy Harrelson.
Well, I played since I was 9. My dad was my first manager. It's been a big part of my life. It's been my life. My mom said to me, I don't know, late in my career, when you're going to get a real job? And I got a real job, and you know what? I didn't like it, so I came right back to baseball. I never played short till I was a junior in high school.
Bud Harrelson turns in a sparkler.
I got signed by the Mets right after college. The scout had scouted me since I was a junior in high school. So basically, the Mets were interested, sent me to Salinas, California, in the California League, which was 90 miles from home. Nobody could have had it any better than that. You know, my folks just had to travel south to Salinas, and they could come on weekends to watch me play. They called me up to August 12, '66. Seems like yesterday. It really does. And they called Dick Selma, right-handed pitcher, and myself up, both two California kids. We drove in, you know, we got directions. He had a car. We drove down to, from Albany in that area and came down, and we passed, we went over bridges, and all of a sudden Yankee Stadium pops up, and we make the turn, and there's Shea Stadium. My first game was actually played in Milwaukee. I made a play that I wished I could do over, as there was a pop-up down the left field line, and I ran over. I jumped up on the tarp, and I caught the ball, and I went in the stands. The one thing I regret is the people that caught me in the stands. Why didn't I give them the ball after I caught it? Just give them the ball. But I was a rookie.
Bud is just a slender drink of water, but he's got a pound of hustle for every ounce of weight.
When I came here, the World's Fair was still here, and it was, the hoopla and the fans coming in. We were the first entourage in '66. The next year, we had Seaver, Kuzman, Gentry. Oh my goodness, we were going somewhere. So we were all young guys coming up together. We were the product of the organization for the most part. They were seeing the future with us, and it was really exciting. '68, Gil Hodges came. He made some great changes in '69, and we were moving through a moment of history that we didn't even feel that we were in control. At that time, it was 201 odds of us winning the World Series, and probably the same kind of odds to even get there. New York was all Cinderella between the Jets winning and the Knicks winning, and then right back with the Mets in that era. It was just New York's time. Everybody knows where they were. It's like when man walked on the moon. Everybody knows where they were when the Mets won the World Series in '69. That team was special. It's still special. We do a lot of things together. It's a reunion, and it's very difficult to get all these people together, the living people of the '69 Mets together, to really just party and have a great visit, and catch up on our own lives. When I was a player, I related a lot more to the coaches. I would have been happy being a coach my whole career. But as I got older, then baseball needed to be a little bit more convenient, and it was as long as I was in New York. But I didn't really want to be a manager or a pitching coach or an infield instructor or a third base coach in any other city than New York. I moved to New York early on, '66, actually '67, and then by '69 I had purchased a house in Suffolk County, and I began to feel roots. I give up Northern California for Long Island, and have never looked back. It's just a wonderful place. I'm proud and privileged to be considered a Long Islander. And when I had the opportunity to get some kind of minor league franchise, whether it be independent or not, in Long Island, the feeling that, one, I had some control over my life, and that I could have my cake and eat it too. I could still be in uniform as an older guy and wave to the people and jog out there and hit fungos and work with the infielders.
As long as I've known him, he hasn't really changed. He's been a lucky-go-lucky guy, fun to be around. He's one of the guys. He's always out here throwing BP, hitting ground balls. He's just a joy to be around.
But he's a very likable person, and he has lots of friends here, and those include the players. He's a player's coach and manager, so the players always react.
It's 2005, and we have been a very successful league, and we are the best franchise in the Atlantic League. The county built this beautiful ballpark. You know, there's 6,002 seats, there's 20 skyboxes, people coming out and seeing their neighbors here. Had I known that this would be so successful, we should have done it 20 years ago. Well, I think life is hope. You know, when I was signed at 145 pounds, it was really hope. I had a vision. I think that any kid that's ever played baseball would trade places with me. I know a lot of doctors would trade places with me. I want to be home. I want vacations. I don't make road trips. I play in charity golf tournaments. And when I can be here, there's nothing more satisfying to me in my life other than my family as being in a uniform on a baseball field and being 61 years old.